All right, Shalom, Makyom, Zahar, Spirit, we in Judah of the GMS Mississippi camp, giving all honor and glory to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahashemi, Habashab, Bahashem, Rakha, Kodash. I also want to give double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, Ruel. Peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elect. All right, today I want to go into a topic, all right, GMS Health Topics. And I wanted to go into this, it was on my spirit, because one thing that I was meditating on is health in our culture and how we're learning everything all over again. All right, slavery was a form; it was a spiritual stroke. The scripture says, "I have wounded thee with the wound of an enemy." All right, I have wounded thee with the wound of an enemy. All right, that wound is incurable, but it's heavy because when you hit somebody, they call it a stroke. Like he got hit with a stroke. So when you actually have a stroke, you have to learn how to do so many things over again. Like they say on that billboard for strokes, at least down here, it says time loss is brain loss. So if someone having a stroke, the more time that it takes to get them to the hospital, the more damage I assume they have in their brain. All right, but the slavery and that 400 year of breaking up our culture, breaking up our heritage, breaking up the remembrance of who we are, that was a spiritual stroke on our psyche, on our spirit, man, in which we are learning everything all over again because after slavery came Sodom. After slavery, all right, came Babylon. So first this country was likened to Egypt in the sense that we went into slavery here, but then spiritually it was like Egypt because all the gods and idols that we worship here. All right, so we're learning everything all over again, and one of the main things that we're learning are first and foremost the laws. But when it comes to health and being in tune with your power, we're learning um the importance of prayer. A lot of us didn't pray before we came into the knowledge, and if we did, we was praying to a damn idol, praying to Allah, Caesar. And it's like I just got some coffee, man, to keep me warm. It's kind of chilly out here. All right. As a matter of fact, I can turn that off now. All right. But we, but we're learning everything. So a lot of times you get hit with some trauma infused injury. All right. Some injury that leaves you in a state of trauma. You have to learn how to walk again. You have to learn how to eat again. All right. Some of us have experienced that. All right. So in this truth, we're learning how to walk, meaning we're learning how to maneuver on earth using the laws, statutes, and commandments. All right. We're learning how to eat again. We're learning the dietary laws. We're being cultured now. We're being civilized now. The Most High is civilizing us. But furthermore, we're learning how to eat to live. And that's what I wanted to get into. All right. A lot of times you do the wrong thing because the wrong way is so interweaving in the American fabric. All right. So eating the wrong foods, all right, it's interweaving in the fabric, in the mindset of any American. All right. If you think you're supposed to eat multiple meals a day, all right, then your body's gonna function like that, man. But if you're suffering from different ailments behind that, then maybe you should, you know, reassess how many times you're eating. All right, it tells you in the book of Sirach, all right, a very little is sufficient for a man well nourished. Hey, and shalom to you, Akim and you, Aquat, who are tapping into this live stream. All right, but this is one thing I wanted to get into. Hey, there's a reason why this country is assessed as in the scriptures, thou that are given to pleasures. But one of the pleasures that you're given to is gluttony. All right, one of the pleasures that the American is given to is gluttony. All right, the average American is a glutton, a glutton. All right, the average American is hooked on something. It's one thing to have your dainties and your what they call vices, but it's another thing to be hooked on it, man. Okay, and so what we're learning is that we're learning the laws, statutes, and commandments. We're learning the dietary law. Now we're also learning context that all because this donut, all right, it's not a sin to consume this donut, all right. And every now and then you might consume some donut. But you shouldn't eat that all the time. Now, is that in the scriptures? Not in the laws. But guess what? We didn't eat processed food in our homeland. So not only are we having the laws, which is the pillars of our heritage and our religion, but we also have our culture. All right, we're Mediterranean. We're Mediterranean, man. All right. If you go to a Mediterranean restaurant, even their dainties are healthy. All right, or whole lot healthier, whole lot more healthier. All right, than the desserts at an average restaurant. But we're Mediterranean. We're Middle Eastern. We're Middle Eastern. We're Middle Eastern. We're not African. We're not American. We're Middle Eastern. So incense are a part of our culture. Resins, which are a form of incense, are a part of our culture. Drinking teas are a part of our culture because you putting herbs in you all day. All right. What else? Coffee. That's Middle Eastern too. Right? That's what we got some called Turkish coffee. All right. It's part of our culture. Modesty is a part of our culture. All right. Moderation is a part of our culture. According to this website, Israelite Cuisine, but now I'm not only just speaking out of my mind. This is scriptural. Or part of the Middle Eastern way is modesty. All right, and we ate a lot of bread back in the old country, back in our homeland, but now bread doesn't benefit a lot of us. Am I telling the brother to stop eating bread? Nah. But hey, if you feel better doing the feast of unleavened bread, then that's something that you should take heed to, because this bread is processed, and if it's processed, it's defiled, man. All right. Part of our culture and our heritage was consuming things in its pure state, not making anything processed. We preserve food during winter because the earth didn't produce during the winter time. So we ate our preserves, but that's not being processed. All right. But the point is, man, all right, we're learning the way of our forefathers. And you know, we're not just brothers and sisters that know who we are, but we still have a standard American way, man. It's a lot of power in overcoming the American mindset. It's a lot of power. And the Most High won't leave you hanging. He won't leave you hanging, man. Once you unplug from this world, he'll introduce you to a new world. Like that song on Aladdin. You already know where I'm going. It's a whole new world. So yeah, we went through a phase where we unplugged from this world, and that was showing our obeisance, all right, and our adherence to Yahweh Shema Shai to basically step away from the king's table. But then when we showed the Most High that we were willing to unplug from this way, he showed us a new way. This is the way, walk ye in it, man. All right, a lot of us will become, a lot of us are healed spiritually, mentally, physically, even financially, if we just adopt the ways of our forefathers. Are we still under the curses? Yes. Are we still under the great cloud? Are we gonna catch hell? Yes. But a lot of us are causing our own sufferings unknowingly because we still follow the American way. All right. And food is just one way that the American way is detrimental, man. All right. That's why so many Gadites, Reubenites, all right, so-called so many Ephraimites, Issacharites, they have high blood pressure, diabetes. So many Jakes from the Southern Kingdom have high blood pressure, diabetes, hypertension, all that stuff. They have strokes because the American way was not for us, man. We was not supposed to consume processed meats, not supposed to drink these sodas and all these chemicals. Chemicals were not meant to be put in our body. Granted, there are times where you might indulge, but we're not supposed to eat that crap, man. And then we indulge, and I'm a victim of this. I've done this, man. Eat some BS. I do that from time to time. But the spirit is on me to tap into our culture and realize that we had dainties in the homeland. We had cakes in the homeland. You know, a real honey bun is leavened bread with honey. Probably got eggs and milk in it, you know. I'm quite sure you brothers might know about the ingredients more than me. But really the stuff that was made originally were healthy. Even the sweets were healthy. You know, or like I said, the original honey bun. Like we had stuff like that in our homeland. Waffle cakes. That's all that's mentioned in the scriptures, man. All right, honey and batter. You know, sweet cakes. We had all that. Almost every candy bar has a nugget inside. Almost every candy bar in America has a nugget. Nougat, a nugget. Where do you think that came from, man? The Middle East. Google it. Google the word nugget or nugget. All right, and a nugget consists of in the Mediterranean area. In the Mediterranean area, it was consisted of almonds, eggs, and milk, and that's a nugget. All right, and they let it dry in the sun, and that's the base of almost every candy bar in America. All right, it came from the homeland. It came from the Middle East. All right, and we're Middle Eastern. All right, but the point is, man, we're learning our way all over again. All right, because what we're learning is what we're relearning. Because we're healing from that spiritual amnesia. So we learn how to talk. We learn how to treat each other. And sometimes you relapse. You know, the nigga way might come out, but you might get corrected. All right, you know, women, sisters learning, like I said, the art of being feminine, but brothers learning the art of being a damn man. You know, this is the way. Walk ye in it, man. All right, our way, and our way is way higher than this way. This is the valley of the shadow of death. This is a low land. This is low in every aspect, man. All right, but this is just something that was on my spirit. You know, I was on a break. You know, and going back to the food, man. Very little is sufficient for a man well nourished. You'll be surprised how your body reacts to you letting go of processed food, or you having a cutoff time when you eat, or you fasting more consistently. All right, you cleansing more consistently. You'll be surprised how your skin starts to glow, or you less tired. All right, a lot of health issues really just coming from neglecting the way of our forefathers. But with that, I hope you brothers and sisters will edify. To the next time, shalom.